The curtain rises once more then on the desert stage of Sakhir as the players take their places for the opening act. Will they enthrall us like they did in 2014 with that titanic battle between Nico Rosberg and Lewis Hamilton? Well, we'll find out shortly as we get underway here in Bahrain. Formula One returns to the desert today on this exceptional 3.36-mile circuit. 15 corners provide plenty of overtaking opportunities. It could be a strategic race, this one, with Sakhir notorious for eating up the rear tyres. Watch out for drivers managing their rubber at some point during the Grand Prix. And it's an absolute pleasure to be joined once again by Anthony Davidson. So, let's briefly discuss Lewis Hamilton. That was a great win in the last race. Can they keep that momentum going this weekend?
There are never any guarantees in this business, but certainly the performance last time out would have boosted their confidence coming into this one.
With the race minutes away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Valtteri Bottas lines up on pole position, with Sebastian Vettel starting alongside. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Hamilton, Albon, Nico Hülkenberg and Norris, Weber, Raikkonen, James and Carlos Sainz, Magnussen, Grosjean, Max Verstappen and Leclerc, Ricciardo, Perez, Daniel Kvyat and Robert Kubica. Butler and Lance Stroll brings the grid to a close. Now it's almost time to lights out, so let's go down to the track.
Right, let's be patient going into turn 1. We want to be in a good position for the rest of the race. Good luck. System checks are good. We need to stay in formation and start bringing the car up to temperature, please. Get some load into the tyres and work the brakes. We want them nice and warm by the end of the lap. It's a strong start. Well done. You're leading the pack. P1 Albon is behind you. Your pit window opens in 2 laps' time. 14 laps to go. Albon behind. Okay, tyres still looking good, Nick. Let's keep them that way for as long as we can. Your brakes are at optimal temperature. Brakes at optimal temperature. Boxing this lap. Give us the best in lap you can. Albon is behind you. Our gap behind is 12.0 seconds. They're on fresh softs. Their tyres are 2 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. The time last lap was a 1:43.3. Remember, box this lap. Keep an eye on your distance to the speed limit line as you approach, and make sure you don't speed. Exit now. Only one stop to go. One stop left in this strategy. on tyres for a while, the wear doesn't seem too bad at the moment. Just take care when you load them up. The brakes and tyres are starting to overheat. You need to ease off in the corners. Running in third, P3. Gap to teammate behind is 9.0 seconds. Hamilton ahead, they're on old softs. Their tyres are 4 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. The time last lap was a 1 minute 42.6. Be careful with the front wing, you've taken some minor damage. It should be a few laps at least before you start feeling too many tyre issues. They seem in good condition for the time being. The brakes and tyres are starting to overheat. You need to ease off in the corners. Hamilton behind, okay, the gap behind is 3.2 seconds. They're on old softs. We think they've got one more stop. The time last lap was a 1:42.6. Tyre data is looking positive so far. We think there's plenty of life left in these for the moment. First position, front of the pack. Hamilton is behind you. The gap behind us is 7.9 seconds. They're on old softs. Pit window will open in 3 laps time. Pit window opens in 3 laps. 9 laps to go. We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the mediums. that front wing. It'll need replacing if it takes too much damage. Okay, update on the car for you. Tyres are looking very nice. Shouldn't have to worry about the wear too much right now. We expect these tyres to be good for a while yet. Just be careful with them in the high-speed corners. Robert is in the pits. Robert in the pits. You're leading the pack. P1 Bottas is behind you. The gap to the car behind is 15.5 seconds. They're on old softs. Your pit window opens next lap. 7 laps to go. Careful with the front wing, you've taken some minor damage. We expect the tyres are getting a bit worn at this point. You may notice a gradual loss in grip. They should still have a bit left though. We're starting to see a bit of tyre wear. You shouldn't have too much trouble for the time being, but the grip is going to start falling away. Okay, clear. Box this lap, please. We have 5 laps of fuel remaining. You are in first position, front of the pack. Leclerc is behind you. Our gap behind is 32.4 seconds. They're on old mediums. The pit window is open. Pit window currently open. 5 laps till the end. Leclerc behind. wing. It'll need replacing if it takes too much damage. Right, tyre situation. We're good for the time being, but you are going to start to notice the wear, so make sure it doesn't catch you out. Your brakes are at optimal temperature. Brakes at optimal temperature. Go now. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. You're leading the pack. P1 Vettel is behind you. Okay, the gap behind is 46.6 seconds. They're on fresh softs. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. 4 laps remaining. There's 3 laps of fuel remaining. Tyre condition seems A-OK to us on the wall here. Let us know if you feel them going off too much. Behind. The gap behind us is 25.5 seconds. They're on old softs. Their tyres are 4 laps old. The time last lap was a 1 minute 42.3. Only got 2 laps of fuel left. meter shows the tyres are okay right now. We anticipate good levels of grip for the next few laps at least. The brakes and tyres are starting to overheat. You need to ease off in the corners. You are in first position, front of the pack. Vettel is behind you. The gap to the car behind is 32.9 seconds. They're on old softs. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. 2 laps left. Next time by will be your final lap. This is your final lap of the race. Less than a lap of fuel now. The tank is empty. Less than a lap of fuel now. The tank is empty. Vettel behind. Our gap behind is 36.1 seconds. They're on old softs. Their tyres are 6 laps old. The time last lap was a 1:42.1. Less than a lap of fuel now. The tank is empty. Great drive. We did it. Good job.
Brilliant stuff from Williams today. What a superb victory. Anthony Davidson, what helped them deliver this result, do you think?
I think the key here was just the quality of the racecraft, you know. I mean, how many overtakes did they make overall? I'm sure we have a stat person keeping score somewhere, and it was fantastic to watch, wasn't it? This is a strategic sport at the end of the day, but it's always really gratifying to see close-fought battles on track. It's what all the fans are after.
So here they come now with Williams leading the way to the podium. A hard-fought victory for the team today, and what I'm sure they'll savour. It's Williams, today's winners. And now let's take a look at the drivers' standings. It wasn't the best weekend for our championship leader, and their advantage at the top has been reduced. Some amazing talent out on the track today, but Anthony, who would you pick as your driver of the day?
I have to give it to James. They pushed and found some fantastic performance. It was just a pleasure to watch.
It's time to see how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. Mercedes continue to extend their lead. Another team that excelled today was Williams, who make further progress up the table. Well, Ant, an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
Great work out there today. Let's have your thoughts. You took the top points today. Was it a comfortable win? Well, looks like your luck has changed. Things went a lot better than last weekend, didn't they? You gained a lot of positions during the race, didn't you? You're breaking all expectations. What's your secret? Great. Well, that's everything.
Great work this weekend. It was fantastic to see you up on that podium.